Tuesday night in the upstate New York area of Whitehall when a young teenage Martin Paddock picked up his buddy Paul Gosselin and the two went cruising about the area's country roads, windows down, enjoying a cool night after the area just had one of its hottest days. They didn't realize then that the night would have them speaking to Tracy Egan from Channel 6 in Schenectady, where she asked Paddock on camera what he did after he saw the creature. He replied, "Well, there's about 60 feet of black rubber in the road to show you what I did." The next day, farmer Harry Deichel, who lives within a mile of the first sighting, found big human footprints. In a nearby field, a ravaged deer carcass was also found nearby. Deichel said that a similar creature was spotted in the area back in 1959. Back to that night at 10 p.m., Paddock and Gosselin were in a pickup truck when they spotted a hulking human figure with powerful muscular shoulders standing on the side of Adair Road. Paddock turned around and went back to get a closer look, parking on the roadside. They were soon spooked by a strange noise that sounded like a cross between a woman screaming and a pig squealing. Suddenly, they spotted a huge, hairy, ape-like creature in a field 70 feet away. It was at this point that Paddock sped off to get police, who were understandably skeptical. That's when they picked up their friend Bart Kinley, and the three returned to the site and saw it again. Gosselin said the creature was 7 to 8 feet tall and it stood on a small knoll near the shoulder of Adair Road. It was muscular yet stocky, covered in coarse brown hair and weighed about 350 pounds. He said the eyes were large, reddish, but didn't glow in the dark. Kinney said that the creature walked slowly, its shoulders stooping, and was moving on two legs. The next night, Paul's brother Brian, an off-duty Whitehall police officer, went to the site with a New York State trooper to see if they could spot the creature. At around midnight, Gosselin was turning his police car around in the middle of Adair Road when he spotted a pair of red eyes reflecting off his headlights. He quickly shut the lights off and radioed the trooper what he saw. The trooper shone his spotlight on a nearby hedgerow, at which point Gosselin said he heard the sound of something crashing through the brush and trees, so he turned his headlight on. Just 30 feet away was a 7.5-foot to 8-foot tall creature that he estimated weighed 400 pounds. Gosselin got out of his car, knelt down, aimed his .357 Magnum service revolver directly at it and prepared to shoot, but his finger froze. He said he couldn't bring himself to fire on the creature as it looked too human. Gosselin said the creature stood there for a minute before vanishing into the night, affording him a good look. It was big, red eyes that bulged about half an inch off its face. As far as the mouth and nose, I didn't notice anything because I was too scared, shook up, because I was staring at the eyeballs. As far as ears go, it had no ears. It had no tail. It doesn't walk on all fours. It walks on two like a man would, Gosselin said. It's covered with hair, dark brown, almost black, and the back end of it, the hair was almost more or less worn off because you could see the cheeks of the buttock sticking out. So he got an eyeful of Bigfoot ass. He was covered with clay on the backside. His arms hung just about 8 to 10 inches below his knees. He walks with a hunch, and it didn't run, although it could move fast. The creature then ran off, screaming as the trooper shone the light. That autumn, Whitehall Village Police Sergeant Wilfred Gosselin said he was hunting near the intersection of Adair Road and Route 22A when he heard a frightening, eerie, high-pitched yell. He said the sound was unforgettable and persisted for nearly a minute. Gosselin said a herd of nearby cows stampeded out of the field while his hunting partner, his brother Russell, came out of there white as a sheet. Gosselin was a well-known and respected officer on the police force and would later be named chief. You'll notice this reoccurring theme in many of the sightings of people having the creature, cryptid, hominid in their sights, in the sights of their weapon, and just not being able to pull a trigger due to the thing looking too human. Now, a little over a week later, another spectacular encounter was recorded in the area. Police are known for responding to unusual calls, and the evening of September 1st, 1976, proved to be exceptionally strange. A man from nearby town of Greenville ran into the Whitehall police station and excitedly proclaimed, "I shot Bigfoot." The official police log for that night read as follows: Frank McFarren of Greenville came and reported that at 11:10 p.m. he shot 4 12-gauge rifle slugs and 6 to 8 22 rifle bullets at a huge creature that came at him on Sea Falls Road. He notified the police. Dispatcher Robert Martell said that McFerrin seemed sincere and very scared. He was escorted back to the site by New York State Police and off-duty Whitehall police. When they reached Carver Falls Road in remote Whitehall, they found a spent shotgun shell, but there were no signs of the creature. This sighting was out of the Bartholomew brothers' great book, Bigfoot Encounters in New York and New England, Documented Evidence Stranger Than Fiction. Now, I'm still deep into this rabbit hole on Sasquatch, and it seems to just get deeper, so I'll continue to get some of these sightings up while I keep prepping for a longer form presentation on the subject. I still have to get through the Bartholomew brothers book and the Dmitry Bayanov book, which is Russian Hominology, the Bayanov Papers, Fact and Folklore, because I want to be able to do the first presentation of this phenomenon justice. If anyone has some encounter or sighting they'd like us to mention or do a video on for Sasquatch or even any other cryptid or supernatural activity, by all means, hit me up in the comments and we will get that dialogue going, either there or email or any way possible to get that story out. It's crazy to think that guy pumped 4 shotgun shells, and then I'm guessing the 6 to 8 22 shots were like a mosquito to the creature, yet it didn't attack him, it just left. That, once again, is one lucky mofo. He was visibly shaken, they said. He's lucky he wasn't visibly dismembered after that many shots. Now, on the flip side, can you imagine, tongue-in-cheek, of course, he is innocent Bob Squatch. Thanks to Random Sasquatch with Wi-Fi for that name. He is Bob, who's socially very awkward, and he's just checking out the lovely countryside in Whitehall. Oh, this is beautiful. And suddenly he's being chased by the cops. And then a few days later, this Yahoo Frank doesn't even blink before he starts firing off his shotgun and his pea shooter 22 at poor Bob, who might have just been picking some fucking berries and wanted to ask Frank for directions. Now, did he shoot because he was coming right for him? He's coming right for us! Or because it looked weird and scary? Shit, if I did that, I might be busting a cap off on half the people I see around the holidays, and that's just my family. Dang, Frank, chill, my man. You lucky, magnificent bastard. Anyway, let's end off on a high note. Smash that like and gently caress the sub, and we will see you real soon with some more monstery goodness. Until then, be safe, stay frosty and aware, my beautiful people. Thank you. Thank you very much.